Welcome to the weekly Mesonet Weather Report. I'm Wes Lee. Almost the entire state plunged below freezing on the last day of March. Only Idabel in the far southeast didn't record a freeze. Just because you make it past the last average freeze date for your area doesn't mean you're in the clear. This map shows the date of the latest spring freeze events between the period of 1981 to 2010. It indicates that nowhere in the state are we past the date of the latest spring freeze. In 2013, not covered during the time frame of this map, a large part of western Oklahoma froze on May 3rd. A 3-day average 2-inch soil map shows temperatures are between 46 in the Panhandle and 56 in the south. This is a few degrees below normal for this time of year, but probably warm enough to begin the germination process of most garden seeds. Next week's forecast is indicating the likelihood of warmer than normal temperatures. Gary is up next to talk about the outlook for the rest of April.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, today we're going to start with the drought monitor as usual. Then we're going to take a look back at March and then take a look forward at April. So let's get right to it. Drought monitor remained with that same area down in southwest Oklahoma with abnormally dry conditions. No drought officially showing up yet, but just abnormally dry conditions with deficits going back to the beginning of the year and a little bit before that even. Other than that, the rest of the state still looking good. No abnormally dry conditions and no drought, more importantly. Let's take a look back at March now. The percent of normal rainfall map from the Mesonet shows again down in southwest Oklahoma, still with that deficit, and again that dates back to the beginning of the year and even before that. But also much of the state was actually below normal from southwestern up through north central Oklahoma. Then much of the southeastern quarter of the state was also below normal. And we had those generous rainfall amounts out in the Panhandle and in west central Oklahoma and then scattered about smaller areas of the state. But overall it was a dry month for many Oklahomans, and that didn't help the southwest get rid of that abnormally dry yellow color on the drought monitor map. Now it's also colder than normal. Again, we're dealing with lower maximum temperatures, and that's what we had across the state in March, from 3 to 4 degrees below normal in many areas. Just a few areas at or near normal down in the southeast and then over close to west central Oklahoma. But other than that, it was a pretty cold month across the state. Now let's take a look ahead from April with the outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center. We see increased odds of above normal temperatures in the western Panhandle and then parts of northern and eastern Oklahoma. And then for precipitation, we see increased odds for above normal rainfall amounts across the entire state, especially down in far southern Oklahoma, just the very tip. But in general, increased odds of above normal precipitation, which is good news. As usual, we can use some rain over much of the state. The good thing is the prospects are looking good, so we'll see where we go from here. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.